Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to a gamersplatoon tutorial. This is Daley here from the 42nd Air Assault Regiment, your GP media editor. I'm going to be talking with you guys today about gamer platoon points, or GP points, or GP, whatever the translation you want to call it. That's what we're talking about today. So, let's get started. The first thing that we're going to look at is where the GP points are located. If you're logged into your GP account, you'll see that you have a GP market right here, and this is at the top of the page here. Click GP market. That will bring you to this page. On this page, you can see your current GP points under your information. Mine's over here. You can see the number of purchases, refunds, discounts that you have on your information. Now, this right here is not my information, so don't pay attention to that. But this here is mine. So basically, right now what I have is 121 GP points. And you might be asking yourself, well, how much is a GP point? Well, in order to access that kind of information, once you have the GP market open, if you click the converter, which is right here at the top, you will go to this page, which is the GP conversion table, to show you how much a GP point is and how it translates into US dollars. So, because that's what gamersplatoon uses, is US dollars. I know the US economy isn't so great, so I'm not sure exactly what a US dollar is worth nowadays, but gamersplatoon feels that the US dollar is the standard to use, and I'm happy with that, being an American, so that's perfectly fine with me. But to translate, 1,000 GP points is $1 American, and likewise $1 American is 1,000 GP points, as shown on this statistics page here. So, how do you earn GP points? Probably your next question. Well, you have a couple different ways. The first way is through TeamSpeak, which I will show you. Ignore that, that's the wrong thing. Here in the TeamSpeak, you will see that I have 194 points for TeamSpeak, and they'll pay this through a paycheck. And you also earn GP points by performing these following actions. You have points for threads, points for social group discussions, points for tags, points for thread votes, points for the rating system, points for replies on threads, points for thread views, and points for sticky threads. There's some additional ones for posts, points for social group messages, and attachment views. Okay. In addition to that, there is points for V-Bulletin articles, points for calendar events, and custom ones that maybe are assigned to you through a special thanks for performing an action, or they can be subtracted away if you are fucking up on TeamSpeak and causing problems. And then finally, there's points for infractions. These can be are mostly negative points. That's if you were to do something bad. There's points for reputation, the use of the reputation, the days that you've been online, points for social group members, points for friends, points for visitors. So really, GP is making these points available in tons of different ways, and they each have their own unique multiplier that you can access by clicking on the GP stats section of the website, which is here. Once you click GP stats, you're going to look down at the bottom. Well, excuse me, not the bottom, but the middle, and you'll click earn points, and this will bring up this thread and show you how to earn these GP points. So, what can you use the GP points on? That's a good question. The first thing that you're able to use GP points on is the GP marketplace, which is located in the GP market. If you click GP market, you'll come up to this screen. On this screen, you will see you can translate GP points into cash at $50 intervals. That is posted directly into your PayPal. Or you can spend it on games such as Darksiders 2, as you see there. There's also a few other items that you may spend GP points on, such as hats, t-shirts, mugs, things of that nature. So there's kind of a bunch of things that you can spend GP points on. Here's just a couple examples of things that GP has for you, and things that you can buy with GP points. But there's also games. If you click games, you will see the game and the GP point cost. Excuse me, the GP point cost. So, looking to get Payday, the Heist, Skyrim, Shogun, tons of stuff here. GP is constantly, keeping an ever-looking eye out for new things to add onto here. So, that's really neat, and I'm glad they do it. So, that is how you spend your GP points. We've talked about how you earn your GP points. So let's talk about one of the more complex features that GP has for these points, and that's the banking system. It's not complicated. It's just more complex, if that makes any sense. Basically, if you look at the left, you'll see I have 121 points, and these are my pocket points. These are the points that I currently have in my virtual pocket. And if you look on the right, you'll see I have a withdrawal amount of 1,035 GP points. These are the points that I have in my GP bank, which is where we're at. By clicking GP Market and clicking GP Bank, you're able to see your GP bank account. And in this bank account, you can deposit your GP points, which then collect interest as they sit in the bank at a rate of 2.99%. I'm not sure if it's per week or per month, but that's your interest right there. They do subtract a small fee for putting the money in and taking the money out, but that's only fair that they give you such a high interest rate on these kind of transactions here. So, moving on. If you put your GP pocket money into your GP bank, it will accumulate the accrued interest there, and then it will deposit it into your bank account via the paycheck. If you look at the bottom here, you will see I have a paycheck that was 500 GP points, and you'll see I deposited that into my GP bank, and I came up with this sum of money here. So, all in all, GP points, very cool. Awesome thing for GP to do, and all you have to do is be active. And I know if you're in GP, you're probably active, so why not utilize this point system and get rewarded for being active, and really show GP that we can come in here and use these forums and use these things to our advantage, and really kind of put the effort that GP staff puts into the community, we can put it back. So again, Daley here, Agent Blue, checking in with you from gamersplatoon. This has been a tutorial on gamer platoon points, and we will see you guys in the next tutorial. Thanks guys, have a nice day.